Hey everyone, it's George from Blockchain DXB and today is the 23rd of July 2024. And if you look at the prices of Bitcoin on the global cryptocurrency market, guys, it is marginally pumped up since the last 24 hours. But what I'm really liking is that the volume of stablecoins has picked up pace, and that, to be honest, is a positive sign, isn't it? Now, apart from that, guys, there is not much going on in the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency world. But what I'll do is I'll go ahead and highlight some of the top and important news. Now, in the episode that I released yesterday, I talked about some rumors regarding BlackRock's Ethereum ETF, isn't it? And there's some information regarding this, guys. What happened a few days ago is that Nasdaq, they did actually submit a SEC filing to go ahead and add BlackRock's Ethereum ETF, and the ticker symbol for that is ETHA. Now, one of the reasons why this news is important is because this particular move comes after Ethereum ETFs did actually reach highest daily inflows, and that was for an amount of $499 million, and this was directly into BlackRock's ETHA. And because of that, guys, if you look at the total value locked, that has been pumping up, isn't it? And here's the interesting thing, guys. BlackRock is looking to update its iShares Ethereum ETF, and the ticker symbol for that is ETHA, and they want to go ahead and include staking as a service. Now, going back to the Biden administration, guys, just few months before the election, they did go ahead and approve an Ethereum ETF, isn't it? But one of the conditions that point of time was that the Ethereum ETF that has been approved, the investors cannot go ahead and utilize the funds into Ethereum staking. But this is exactly what BlackRock is now focusing on. So it's going to be really interesting to see what the outcome to this is. And trust me, guys, if that thing gets approved, it will directly have an impact on the price of Ethereum. But more importantly, guys, the total value locked will be pumping up. But here's the interesting thing, guys. The total transaction in Ethereum may not necessarily be improving, because essentially what people are going to be doing is they will be buying a lot of Ethereum, maybe putting it into the balance sheet, which is like an Ethereum treasury firm, isn't it? And then, guys, they will be utilizing the same Ethereum to become validators. But at the same time, guys, if you look at the number of transactions taking place in Ethereum, they most likely may not improve as well. And what I'd really recommend you to do is, guys, go to dappradar.com and look at the number of transactions taking place in Ethereum or any other blockchain for that matter. The numbers, at least for now, are absolutely dreadful. Now, in today's episode, guys, we have some interesting news regarding SpaceX, and they have shuffled 1,308 Bitcoin. Now, look, guys, we know that Bitcoin transactions are publicly verifiable for absolutely anyone to go ahead and validate it, isn't it? And because of that, guys, we know what is going on regarding SpaceX. But the good thing, guys, is they are not going ahead and selling these coins. So what I'll do, guys, in today's episode, I'll go ahead and discuss what are the likely scenarios for them to go ahead and shuffle these Bitcoin. Now, the next news, guys, I'm going to be talking about is connected to the BlackRock news that I mentioned earlier, because a lot of Ethereum validators, guys, their exit queue has swelled to over 519 Ethereum, which is the largest since almost 1 year. So we'll definitely go ahead and discuss what this news is all about, and more importantly, guys, what kind of an impact will have on total value locked and other matrix. Now, the next news, guys, after pretty much 2 years is connected to NFTs, and looks like the volume of CryptoPunks is pumped up. And could it be possible we might be seeing a new era of NFTs? That is most likely unlikely, isn't it? But nonetheless, guys, along with CryptoPunk, even Pudgy Penguins as well as Mutant Ape Yacht Club, they've definitely seen a sharp increase since the last 24 hours. So we'll definitely go ahead and touch base on what this news is all about. Now, the final news, guys, is connected to Telegram, and this is to do with the cryptocurrency wallet. And their Dawn wallet, guys, is now available in the United States of America. So we'll definitely go ahead and share more information regarding this. Now, we have quite a lot of interesting things to cover, guys, in today's episode. And like we do in every Blockchain DXB podcast, we will be looking at 2 news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. Now, the first news, guys, is from the Emirate of Abu Dhabi, and the firm called as Blockchain Group. Looks like they have decided to rebrand it to Capital B, and they have announced an ongoing creation of a subsidiary firm in Abu Dhabi. So we'll definitely go ahead and discuss what this news is all about. Now, the next news, guys, is from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and this, to be honest, is more of an interview, guys. And this interview is by the acting chief marketing officer of Humane. And one of the reasons why I decided to talk about this is because Humane has been making quite a lot of buzz in the artificial intelligence world, isn't it? And they're backed by the Saudi Sovereign Wealth Fund. So I thought, let me go ahead and discuss this news, because this project called Humane, guys, is central to the strategy envisioned by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. So I thought, let me go ahead and dissect what this interview is all about. Now, we have quite a lot of interesting things to cover, guys, in today's episode. Let's kickstart with it right away. Hey everyone, this episode is powered by a new sponsor that is Amana, and they are the region's first and fastest growing regulated all-in-one trading and investing app. So look, as whether you're looking into invest in US stocks like Apple or Tesla, or mega giants like ADNOC or Salik, Amana puts the financial markets on your fingertips. It includes gold, foreign exchange, ETFs, futures, commodities, and guess what guys? They have over 375 cryptocurrencies, and this makes them the biggest crypto selection in the region. Now for the blockchain DXB listeners guys, if you want to go and build long-term wealth without thinking about it every day, explore Amana's pre-built auto investment plans, and all you have to do is set your monthly budget, choose your preferred asset category, and let Amana automate the investing for you. Zero fees, zero lockups, 100% customizable. And here's the thing guys, funding your account is easier than ever. You can fund your account with Apple Pay, Google Pay, credit cards, instant bank deposits, and even crypto wallets. No friction and no hassles. And the best part is guys, let's say if you need support, you would absolutely love Amana for this, because they offer 24/6 human customer service, as well as a personalized sales support, real people, real help, and the customer support is in English as well as in Arabic. And for the blockchain DXB listener and community guys, I do have something really exclusive for you. What you can do is register with Amana using the code blockchain DXB, or you can also use the link that is in the show notes below. And here's the best part guys, once you register, fund your account with a minimum of $100 and at least go ahead and make one trade, and then you'll receive a $100 trading bonus credit to your account the following month. But look guys, it's real important to note, the bonus is non-withdrawable. It is there to help you trade and learn. So look guys, if you're looking for a transparent, powerful and easy to use app, that's Amana for you. So what are you waiting for guys? Download the app now, or you can also visit the website that is amana.app, and don't forget to use the code blockchain DXB. And Amana guys is all markets one app. Next guys, I'm happy to announce that blockchain DXB is the official media partner with one of the OGs in the cryptocurrency and blockchain event space, and that is Blockchain Futuristic Conference taking place in Florida this year, as well as ETH Women taking place simultaneously. And trust me guys, this is an event that you don't want to miss, isn't it? Because for the very first time, North America's most immersive Web3 event is heading to the United States of America, and the Blockchain Futurist Conference and ETH Women event is actually taking place between the 5th and 6th of November. And the location is absolutely stunning guys. It is taking place at Guitar Hotel at Hard Rock, which is in Hollywood, Florida. That's right guys, palm trees, panels, and the biggest mind in blockchain and cryptocurrency is all in one place. So there will be multi-stage panels, NFT galleries, DeFi showcases, hand-on tech demos, metaverse experiences, even outdoor VIP cabanas, and quite a lot more. And the Guitar Hotel at Hard Rock guys is one of the most iconic venues in the country. So look guys, if you're in the Web3 space, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, or even artificial intelligence space, or just want to do some serious networking, this is the place that you got to be. And to all of you blockchain DXB listeners guys, we have something really interesting for you, because you can get a 25% off the tickets. So just use the code DXB25, and the link to the event as well as the code is in the show notes below. And as an official media partner, I'll be doing exclusive live coverage, interviews, behind the scenes access, and I will be spotlighting some of the most exciting projects shaping the future of decentralized finance tech. So if you're at the venue guys, definitely come and say hi. Maybe we can catch up for a coffee as well. So listen guys, the code is DXB25, and by using this code you will be eligible for a 25% discount. And the event is taking place between the 5th and 6th of November 2025 at the iconic Guitar Hotel at Hard Rock, that is in Hollywood, Florida. And in the show notes below guys, there's all contact details for Blockchain Futuristic Conference Florida 2025, as well as ETH Women. And look guys, this is the future of blockchain technology brought into life, so don't just read about it, be there and head to the website that is futuristconference.com, and go ahead and use the code DXB25. So see you at the event. Next, Advanced Media. Advanced Media guys is the largest distributor of professional video, photo, broadcast and cinematic equipment and accessories in the Middle East and MENA region. With over 2 decades of experience, Advanced Media is now the largest distributor in the Middle East, representing more than 100 recognizable brands, including brands such as Zeiss, DJI, Hasselblad, Red and Rode. As a matter of fact guys, the very mic that I'm recording is being sponsored by Advanced Media as well, and Advanced Media has showrooms in Saudi Arabia and services as well. Looks like they're definitely taking the Middle East by storm, And here's the beautiful thing, guys. They're taking corporate social responsibility very seriously, and they're focusing on 3 Ps, that is people, planet, and prosperity. Now listen, guys, if you do want to find out more information regarding the statement of corporate social responsibility, check out the website, that is www.amt.tv. And here's the beautiful thing, guys. They also want to be a leader and set an example and reputation as a pioneer and member of the community. And in doing so, guys, they also have an AMT scholarship with SAE Institute in Dubai, UAE. So definitely check it out. And also, guys, Advanced Media is committed to persistently developing, organizing, and hosting training workshops, seminars, and community events that educate, inform, and familiarize consumers with new equipment and the latest technological advances. So listen, guys, do one thing. If you do want to support this channel, go to the website, that is www.amt.tv, and follow the social media channels as well. All of the details are in the show notes below. Next, Startup OI is global one-tech platform for tech. It offers global high-paying tech jobs with flexibility in working time and location, global free tech events, and tech networks to connect with global like-minded engineers. A brilliant platform to listen to the tech experts in Metaverse and to grab their insights. Now listen, all you have to do is download the app Startup OI. If you're using an Android version, go to Google Store and App Store for iOS devices. Alternatively, you can also click on the show notes below to download Startup OI. Next, guys, listen, if you're into fitness, if you're into adventure, if you want to do something wild but still want to keep your health in check, there is a new podcast in town, a podcast focusing on obstacle course race in the Middle East. The podcast is called the Race Pace Podcast. So check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And the Race Pace Podcast is a peer-to-peer community-driven podcast where they talk all about obstacle course race in the Middle East, from Sandstorm to Spartan Race, from Tough Mudder to Desert Warrior Challenge, and also the Government Gov Games, and quite a lot more. The podcast has interviews with athletes locally and internationally to get inside scoop on how athletes prepare for obstacle course race. In the podcast, they also talk about interesting stories on why they are motivated to do obstacle course race. And that's not all. They also plan to release 7 NFTs, and these NFTs are no ordinary. These NFTs will represent every emirate in the UAE. And listen, guys, these NFTs are going to be absolutely massive. So do one thing, go to Spotify, go to iTunes, go to any leading podcasting platform, check out the Race Pace Podcast across all leading platforms. And finally, guys, not your keys, not your crypto. If you have dabbled with cryptocurrencies and now are seriously getting to protect your cryptocurrencies, there is no better way to protect it by using a hardware wallet, and this is where Ledger Wallet kicks in. And Ledger Wallets are hardware cryptocurrency wallets made by Ledger, a company headquartered in Paris, France. And Ledger's hardware wallets are multi-currency wallets that are used to store private keys for cryptocurrencies offline. And Ledger offers 2 hardware wallets, the Ledger Nano and Ledger Nano X wallets. They are world-class experts with extensive crypto security backgrounds. They continuously look for vulnerabilities in Ledger products in a constant effort to improve the level of security. Now, in today's world, securing these digital assets is a critical challenge, and this is where Ledger kicks in. So click the link below to buy your hardware wallet and support this podcast. It is a brilliant way to support this podcast. So what are you waiting for? The link is in the show notes below. Now, guys, since you're taking care of that, let's kickstart by looking at the global cryptocurrency market. Now, since the last 2 months, guys, the very first matrix I'm looking at is the ETF inflows. Now, these ETF inflows, guys, is a mixture of Bitcoin as well as Ethereum and other cryptocurrency ETFs. And since the last 24 hours, this amount is $465.8 million. And this particular matrix, guys, directly and indirectly impacts the price of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, isn't it? And since the last 24 hours, it has actually pumped up. And because of that, guys, the total cryptocurrency market has crossed the $4 trillion mark. It is at $4.02 trillion. And if you look at the total cryptocurrency market volume since the last 24 hours, it is well above the $200 billion mark. It is at $222 billion. But in comparison to the last 24 hours, guys, the volume has actually gone down, isn't it? But one matrix which has picked up pace since the last 24 hours, this is the volume of decentralized exchange. And to be honest guys, for the very first time in almost 4 years, this matrix has crossed the $20 billion mark. Today it is at $20.46 billion. And here's the interesting thing guys, in order to do a transaction worth $20.46 billion, the total fees was only $100.93 million, which is definitely less than 1%, isn't it? So really interesting matrix. And if you look at the total value locked, today it is at $140.31 billion. And I'm pretty much sure guys, as and when we get more information regarding BlackRock's Ethereum ETF move, this total value locked will definitely be pumping up. But it's going to be really interesting to see guys, if the US Security and Exchange Commission do actually go ahead and make any changes, because the prior ETF that got approved under the Biden administration, it clearly stated that investors who go ahead and buy these ETFs, they will not be allowed to invest in staking. Now could it be possible with the new administration the changes will effectively take place? And if that thing happens, it's going to be really interesting, not just for total value locked, but even the price of Ethereum will definitely be pumping up. Now one matrix guys which I personally tend to keep an eye on is the decentralized exchange dominance, and today that has crossed the 50% mark. Today it is at 50.85%. Now I cannot stress this enough guys, it is so important to understand that out of this 50.85%, centralized exchanges may be accounting for 30%, maybe even 40% of the transaction volume. Now let's quickly run through some numbers regarding the 24-hour volume of decentralized exchanges, and PancakeSwap is at number 1 with a 24-hour volume of $6.23 billion. Uniswap is at number 2nd with a volume of $4.34 billion. Radium Gas is at number 3rd with $1.59 billion. And Orca is at number 4th with $1.20 billion. Whereas Aerodrome is at number 5th with $772.53 million. Now guys, let's go ahead and run through some metrics regarding stable coins, because they are the driving force of the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency world, isn't it? And it is needless to say that Tether USDT is still leading the pack with a volume of $136.32 billion. But here's the interesting thing guys, Tether USDT's dominance has marginally gone down, and today it accounts for 61.98%, whereas Circle USDC's volume has marginally picked up pace, and today the 24-hour volume is $15.28 billion. FDUSD's volume is at number 3rd, and its 24-hour volume is $10.20 billion. Now let's quickly run to the dominance, 24-hour trading volume and market cap of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now since the last few days guys, the dominance of Bitcoin has been going down, but the dominance of Ethereum has been picking up pace, and Ethereum's dominance today is at 11.42%. Now since the last 24 hours, Bitcoin's dominance has marginally pumped up. It is at 60.10%, but for almost 3 months on an average given day, Ethereum's dominance used to be below the 10% mark, whereas Bitcoin's dominance used to be somewhere between the 63 to 65%. Now look guys, the reasoning for this is pretty simple. A lot of activity is taking place regarding total value locked, isn't it? And in today's episode, we'll definitely go ahead and take a deep dive into it. Now let's quickly run to the 24-hour trading volume guys, because Bitcoin's 24-hour trading volume is $74 billion, whereas Ethereum's 24-hour trading volume is $39.86 billion. Now surprisingly guys, since the last 24 hours, Ethereum's market cap has actually gone down, and today it is at $446 billion, whereas Bitcoin's market cap has marginally pumped up to $2.35 trillion. Now every day in the Blockchain DXB podcast, I tend to look at one new matrix, isn't it? And today guys, I want to look at the top NFT collections, but here's the interesting thing guys, I'm only looking at the market cap, or also call it market capitalization, and essentially guys, what I'm looking at is the total fiat value of all assets in the market, and market cap for NFTs guys is essentially determined by multiplying the floor price by circulating supply. Now I've said this in the past guys, market cap need not necessarily give the right matrix, because it is extremely easy to go ahead and manipulate this data. As a matter of fact guys, if you actually go to dapradar.com, if you sort it purely based on market cap, you'll see quite a lot of top projects in the top 5. But if you look at the transaction volume guys, some of these transactions haven't even taken place, and the reasoning is very simple guys. What the issuers tend to do is, they got an increase the floor price, and then they multiply it with the circulating supply, and I'm pretty much sure what they want to do is, they got and take a screenshot of this particular matrix, and then they go to investors who are not that tech savvy, and they will tell them that their NFT is in the top 5, isn't it? And that is one of the reasons guys, it is so important that we truly understand how market cap is calculated, and it is best to go ahead and completely dismiss it, isn't it? But one of the reasons why I wanted to look at this particular matrix is because since the last 24 hours, a lot of the NFTs have seen a hike, isn't it? So let's go ahead and look at the top 5 guys. But again, what I've done is, I've removed a lot of these platforms that do not have any transactions at all, and it is needless to say that CryptoPunks is leading the pack, and its market cap is at a staggering $614.5 million. The second one is Pudgy Penguins, and its market cap is at $390.15 million. At number 3 is Bored Ape Yacht Club with $343.04 million, and Liberty Cats is at number 4 with $176.77 million, and at number 5 guys is Retardio Cousins with $163.83 million. Now guys, let's go ahead and look at the king of all kings, that is Bitcoin. Now the market sentiment guys is currently at greed, and the number associated by a coin market cap is 70. Yesterday this number was 67, and the market sentiment was still at green. So it looks like since the last 24 hours guys, there is positive momentum so far as the perception of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is concerned, isn't it? And if you look at the price of Bitcoin since the last 24 hours, it is actually pumped up by 0.82%, and right now the price is $118,509, and since the last 24 hours it is up by 0.21%, but so far as Ethereum is concerned guys, it has marginally gone down by 0.01%, and right now the price is $3,693, and that is one of the reasons why since the last 24 hours its market cap has marginally gone down, isn't it? But if you look at Ethereum over a period of 7 days guys, it is actually up by 16.90%, and so far as Ripple XRP is concerned, the price is $3.47. Now Ripple XRP since the last 24 hours it is up by 0.29%, and since the last 7 days it is actually up by 15.54%. Now since the last 24 hours guys, there is not much going on in the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency world, but let's go ahead and discuss some news regarding SpaceX, because SpaceX has transferred 1,308 Bitcoin now, which is roughly around $153 million. But the reason why this news is interesting is because they transferred this Bitcoin after nearly 3 years, and Arkham Intelligence guys, they were the ones who were able to identify these transactions. Now according to me guys, I've always said this, the ability to go and verify every transaction on Bitcoin network is one of the strongest pillars of Bitcoin and open blockchain, isn't it? Because when you talk about central bank digital currencies or permission blockchain guys, not everyone can go and verify these transactions, and regarding central bank digital currencies guys, it will only be the officials who will be in a position to go and verify these transactions, but at the same time they do have an option to go and make these transactions completely public. But if that is the case guys, notorious government entities will not be able to manipulate central bank digital currencies, isn't it? So regarding central bank digital currencies guys, if a country is very pro central bank digital currencies, I don't think so they'll give the ability for everyone to go ahead and verify the transactions, isn't it? Now going back to the news regarding SpaceX, Arkham Intelligence has found out that their current Bitcoin holding stands at an impressive 6,977 Bitcoin. But here's the interesting thing guys, these Bitcoins are spread across company linked wallets, and this is even after the recent outgoing transaction worth $153 million. So as of today guys, SpaceX still retains roughly around $823 million in Bitcoin, and because of that you can make an assessment that this particular shuffle is not a sell-off sign, and more importantly the Bitcoin that has been transferred, they have not been sold, because look guys, if they wanted to go out and sell it, they would have immediately transferred it to an exchange, isn't it? But that is not what we are seeing right now, and that to be honest is the beauty of open blockchain, isn't it? Everyone can go out and verify if they want to go out and dump these transactions in the market. So look guys, according to me what I can dissect is, there might be possible reasons why SpaceX may have moved a significant amount of Bitcoin after years of dormancy, and the first thing I can think of is enhanced security measures, and SpaceX might be migrating funds to a more secure, updated cold storage, and this could also be possible from an older hardware wallet to a new multi-sig setup, isn't it? And the other thing I can think of is they might be doing internet wallet management or restructuring, because large organizations often consolidate or redistribute funds, and they do that across different wallets, and the reasoning is pretty simple guys, they might be doing it for accounting purposes, maybe for auditing purposes or even operational purposes, and they may not necessarily want to go and sell these Bitcoins, isn't it? Now the other thing I can think of is they might have changed the custody service provider, and SpaceX could have shifted the Bitcoin to a different custodian or self-custody arrangement, especially if they're updating the treasury management policies. Or guys, could it be possible that they are preparing for future transactions, because sometimes funds are moved in advance if a company anticipates operational needs, collateral requirements, or future strategic moves, isn't it? And in the episode that I released yesterday guys, I talked about UK Chancellor, and she did actually put forward the idea to go out and sell a lot of the Bitcoin, and if they do that guys, roughly around $7 billion will be sold in the market, and that will definitely have negative consequences not just for the price of Bitcoin, but for other cryptocurrencies as well, isn't it? But I'm pretty much sure guys they will not be doing that, and even if they do that, I'm definitely anticipating them to do it in batches. Now regarding SpaceX shuffling $153 million worth of Bitcoin, guys, the only other reason I can think of is they might just be doing retained maintenance after long dormancy, and after 3 years they may simply be refreshing the wallet infrastructure, rotating the keys, or even testing access to ensure long-term security, isn't it? But look guys, what is really important to note, this move does not necessarily signal a sell-off. As a matter of fact guys, because the Bitcoin in new wallet is untouched, it is extremely less likely that they will be selling it, and more likely it is about operational security or internal management rather than liquidation. At least that is what my assessment is. And regarding this move guys, Elon Musk has definitely not mentioned anything regarding Twitter or X, so I can confidently state, at least at this point of time, they definitely don't want to go and dump a lot of the Bitcoin. Now guys, let's go and discuss some interesting news regarding Ethereum validators, cause their exit queue guys, it has actually swelled to over 519,000 Ethereum now, which to be honest is the largest in January of 2024. So let me do one thing guys, let me go ahead and explain why this news is so important, because when you talk about Ethereum guys, they use proof of stake system, isn't it? And essentially what happens is, validators take up the Ethereum to secure the network, and in return they earn some rewards. Now here's the interesting thing guys, in order to maintain network stability, Ethereum limits how many validators can join or exit per day, so everyone cannot enter or exit at the same time, isn't it? And this guys creates entry and exit queues, and when too many people want to stake on stake at once, you have to wait in line, and that particular queue guys has actually swelled to 519,000 Ethereum, and looks like a large number of validators are requesting to exit the market, and data are showing that 519,000 Ethereum, which I believe is approximately $1.9 billion, is currently queued and ready to exit, and this to be honest guys is the largest in January of 2024. And because the queue time has increased so much guys, and because the network throttle exists, the wait time has now stretched to over 9 days before those Ethereum can be actually withdrawn. So the big question guys is, why are validators exiting the market? And the main reason is pretty simple. The prices of Ethereum has been pumping up since the last few days, so it looks like they definitely want to take a lot of profits. Because since April, Ethereum has pumped up by well over 160%, and many of these stakeholders guys, they did actually lock the Ethereum when the prices were much lower, and now they want to unstake it and sell the locks and profits. Now me personally guys, I also feel that there's this new narrative regarding Ethereum treasury, isn't it? And certain institutions guys are now even contributing Ethereum into new investment vehicles, and because of that they need to go ahead and unstake it as well. But here's where it gets interesting guys, not only people want to go ahead and exit the market, a lot of them want to go ahead and enter the pool as well. And 357,000 Ethereum is currently queued to go ahead and enter staking, and their entry queue is relatively less, it is only for 6 days. So look guys, new validators are still joining, and that shows long-term interest in staking despite exits. And look guys, one of the reasons why the staking demand is increasing is because the prices have been increasing since the last few days, and towards the end of May guys, the US Security and Exchange Commission under the Trump administration did actually clarify that staking does not violate US security laws, and this has actually boosted investor confidence. And roughly around 2 weeks ago guys, I did talk about a company called Sharplink Gaming. They accumulated over $1.38 billion in Ethereum, isn't it? And if I'm not mistaken guys, they currently hold more Ethereum than the Ethereum Foundation as well. So look guys, the exits and entries into the validators, what does it actually mean for the market? Me personally guys, I definitely think it is a positive sign, cause not all exiting Ethereum will be sold immediately. And I very strongly feel that some unstakers are just moving funds or contributing to vehicles and not necessarily cashing out. And if you look at the numbers guys, clearly there is strong staking demands, isn't it? And the large entry queue does show plenty of investors still want to get in. And when you talk about institutional confidence guys, because of the SEC's green light in the month of May, more regulated money is flowing into staking, and there is news about BlackRock getting into the Ethereum ETF game as well, isn't it? And I'm talking about more in terms of staking. But look, as that thing being said, we might be seeing some short-term selling pressure as well, and it is possible that some unstakers may immediately go and sell in the market as well. So what I'd really recommend you to do is, at least for the next 15 days, try to look at the total value locked, and that will indirectly give you some idea as to which direction the price of Ethereum will be heading towards as well, isn't it? Let me know guys if you agree to my assessment or disagree to it. Now let's go ahead and discuss some interesting news regarding NFTs. And in 2025 guys, this literally might be the second or third time I'm covering news regarding NFTs, and the news essentially is that CryptoPunks are leading a renewed surge in NFT trading, And this is just happening since the last few days, isn't it? And the official market driving places, guys, is actually driving over half of Sunday's Ethereum volume at $26 million. And it has actually pushed the collector's floor price up by 20% to roughly around $177,000, which I believe is around 48 Ethereum, isn't it? And along with CryptoPunks, guys, Ethereum collections like Pudgy Penguins, Mutant Ape Yacht Club as well as Fidensos, they have seen a sharp increase as well. And interestingly, guys, on Solana blockchain, NFTs such as Mad Labs as well as Corner Squads has fueled a 59% weekly sales jump to $9.3 million. And so far as Ethereum NFT sales is concerned, guys, it has actually climbed 50%. And in terms of dollar amount, it is $105 million. Now look, guys, does it actually signal a revived interest in NFTs? I really am not sure, to be completely honest, because if you look at the prices and activity, it is significantly still lower than past time all-time highs, isn't it? And I remember, guys, in 2022 and 2023, the entire narrative and interest in LinkedIn world was all about NFTs, isn't it? And right now, guys, there's a lot of narrative built regarding tokenization. And via LinkedIn, guys, every second and third news I'm seeing is regarding tokenization. And people surprisingly are becoming experts in tokenization overnight. So I'm really curious to check if there's a new narrative and momentum that actually starts by the end of this year. And now we're heading towards treasury firms for other altcoins, such as Dogecoin or Ethereum treasury firms. Let's see how this year ends. Now, guys, let's go ahead and discuss some news regarding Telegram. And their wallet, that is Dawn Wallet, guys, is now live in the United States of America. And it is accessible directly via Telegram app. And essentially, guys, with this new wallet, users will be able to buy and trade USDT, Dawn, as well as hundreds of other tokens. And users can also send crypto instantly to Telegram direct messages. And they can also convert dollars to cryptocurrencies with 0% fees. And more importantly, guys, they can also withdraw funds directly to credit cards. And there is also option to go ahead and earn passive income simply by holding tokens. Now, it is a bit surprising, guys, that the founder of Telegram is in Dubai. But these features are not available, at least for now. And if I'm not mistaken, guys, via Facebook Messenger, you can go and transfer US dollar as well, isn't it? And I'm pretty much sure you can do that via WhatsApp as well. But these features, at least for now, is not available in the United Arab Emirates. But I'm pretty much sure, guys, we'll definitely be seeing some news regarding that in the United Arab Emirates. So these were some macro level news, guys, on the Bitcoin, blockchain, cryptocurrency and artificial intelligence world. Now let's go ahead and look at two news from Dubai, UAE and the Middle East. And the first one, guys, is a really interesting one, and it is connected to a Bitcoin treasury company as well. But the news, guys, is that the blockchain group, they have now become Capital B, and they have announced the ongoing creation of a subsidiary in Abu Dhabi. So let me go ahead and give out more information regarding this, because it is marking a major milestone in the evolution, isn't it? And so far as Capital B is concerned, guys, they have become Europe's first Bitcoin treasury company with a strategy focused on Bitcoin per share growth. And they also have a new logo as well as a new website. And the new website, guys, is www.cptlb.com. That is C for Charlie, P for Peter, T for Tango, L for Larry and B for Bravo. And this new website reflects the rebranded version and offers enhanced features. And the website, guys, includes a data analytics dashboard to showcase Capital B's Bitcoin treasury company strategy. And the strategy is pretty simple, guys. It centers on increasing the numbers of Bitcoin per share, and they're doing that on a fully diluted basis over time. And a subsidiary is created in Abu Dhabi, guys, and this is done to support development and internal growth. And the new trade name will gradually replace the old name on financial platforms, including Euronext Growth Paris. Now, Capital B, guys, holds subsidiaries in data intelligence, artificial intelligence, as well as decentralized tech consulting and development. And the ticker symbol changes, guys, may occur in Europe and US once regulatory processes are complete. And media coverage and financial communication will be available both in French and English on the new website. And key financial data, guys, is made accessible through the new dashboard for investors and stakeholders. So look, guys, Capital B is embodying a new gold vision, and they are merging Bitcoin treasury principles with cutting-edge technology expertise, isn't it? So it's going to be really interesting to see, guys, if other firms will be doing something similar. And who's to say, a lot of these companies may be putting Ethereum, maybe even Dogecoin as well, isn't it? Now the next news, guys, is more of an interview that is actually done by Campaign Middle East. And this is with the acting chief marketing officer of Saudi Arabia's powerhouse, and that is to do with UMAIN. So let me go ahead and share some highlights from this interview. Because look, Saudi Arabia is positioning itself as a global AI powerhouse, isn't it? And they are driving the AI economy forward. And so far as UMAIN is concerned, guys, it is backed by the Saudi's Public Infrastructure Fund, and it is extremely central to the strategy envisioned by Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. And according to the interview, guys, Humane aims to be the global first, but sovereign by design, and they want to serve both regional and global AI needs, and their focus guys includes AI infrastructure, Arabic large language models and cloud services, and Humane was also highlighted at Keynes Alliance 2025, and this is where the interview did actually take place, I believe, and it is with the acting chief marketing officer Steve Lismore, who did actually go and share insights. And Humane guys was launched just 2 months ago in May of 2025, isn't it? And they have signed $23 billion worth of deal with companies like Nvidia, AMD, AWS and Qualcomm as well. And based on the interview guys, it clearly states that Humane is building data centers in Saudi Arabia, and their goal is to enable data storage, processing and management locally. And so far sovereign data protection and security is concerned guys, it is extremely crucial for Humane's AI infrastructure vision. And AI's true value depends on high quality data, isn't it? And it's needless to say that bad data leads to bad AI outcomes as well. And according to the interview guys, it is extremely clear that use case matters as much as data quality, and it ensures that AI solves real businesses and marketing problems. And the chief marketing officer's drill metaphor guys does illustrate how AI disrupts traditional tools by offering new solutions. And look, AI can make industries and individuals more efficient, combining human creativity with machine precision, isn't it? In Arabic, large learning models are a priority tailored for Middle Eastern language and cultural nuances, and as of now 400 million Arabic speakers have diverse subdialects, requiring large learning models to be trained on local language use. And what was really interesting note in the interview is, he clearly mentioned that localized generative AI content must respect cultural context and not just translate global material, and misrepresentation of attire or even colloquialism undermines global campaign in the region, isn't it? And building the best Arabic large language models means enabling culture, religion, heritage and behaviors into models. And Humane's goal guys is to transform marketing and artificial intelligence by making tech culturally relevant and locally built for the world. So definitely interesting interview in my honest opinion. And what is really interesting to note guys is, he did actually mention that localized generative AI content must actually respect cultural context, isn't it? And this particular ideology is so particularly relevant in the Middle East, so definitely critical stuff. So these were the news guys on the Bitcoin, blockchain, cryptocurrency and artificial intelligence world from Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating and share the word across. Now for the next few minutes is going to be an Ask Me Anything series, where you listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi and Metaverse. So let's kick start with the Ask Me Anything series. Hey everyone, it's Josh from Blockchain DXB. You're listening to the Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi and Metaverse. I have a question by Ben who asks, based on your blog that I read on the website, NFTs are showing sign of life again, isn't it? So my question is, do you think this is start of a new bull run, or just a short-term spike? This, to be honest, Ben, is such an interesting question, and according to me, I hate saying this, I do think this is just a temporary hike, because what happens is whenever the prices of Bitcoin reaches a new all-time high, that is when altcoin tends to pump up the most, isn't it? And when you talk about altcoins, not only NFTs, it is often the meme coin market that pumps up the most. But that thing being said, Ben, to a certain extent, I do feel that it does show early signs of renewed interest, but at the same time, I don't think it is a full-blown interest yet, because clearly the spike in CryptoPunks, Pudgy Penguins as well as Solana collections, they're definitely showing that liquidity is flowing back into blue chip NFTs, isn't it? And that usually happens when the broader cryptocurrency market sentiment is improving. And if you look at the market sentiment, as I mentioned earlier today, Ben, the market sentiment is greed. However, Ben, it's really important to note, despite the volumes pumping up, the floor prices now are still way below the 2021 heights. And what is a bit worrisome according to me, Ben, is if you actually look at the activity level, it is still concentrated and driven by only selected few individuals. So what I'd really recommend you, Ben, and even for our listeners to keep an eye on is the sales that are currently taking place in Ethereum as well as Solana ETFs, and just keep a track if the sales are consistently picking up pace week over week, and if there are any new collections that are gaining a lot of momentum. Now, since the last few years, we are definitely not seeing any celebrities as such who are outright promoting NFTs, isn't it? So it looks like the hype has relatively died down. But maybe there's some news where NFTs are integrating with gaming, maybe even with real world assets. So definitely keep a track on those news. And if there is anything, I'll definitely go ahead and cover that in the Blockchain DXB podcast. And look, Ben, the only thing I can say is if you look at it from a short-term point of view, the signs are definitely looking healthy, and who's to say we might possibly reach a new all-time high as well. But look, the cryptocurrency world is absolutely wild, isn't it? And historically speaking, Ben, August and September is usually when the prices do actually tend to go down. But look, all price predictions are 100% right 50% of the time. But this year with Trump administration, and because President Donald Trump is actively involved in meme coins, maybe he comes up with new NFTs. I'm pretty much sure if he actually does that, it'll definitely drive the NFT matrix crazy, isn't it? So let's see if we get some news by President Donald Trump or White House regarding NFTs. But definitely an interesting question. And that's about all, guys, from the Ask Me Anything series on Blockchain DXB. In case if you like listening to this podcast, please click on the follow button, give it a 5-star rating, and share the word across. Remember, Monday to Thursdays we have Blockchain DXB podcast, where we cover top news and information pertaining to the process. We look at geopolitical news. We also look at latest technological development, and then we look at 2 news from Dubai, UAE, and the Middle East. We look at latest technological development not just in the cryptocurrency space, even in the world of artificial intelligence and new tech startups. And what you're listening to right now is the Ask Me Anything series, where your listeners can ask any questions regarding Bitcoin, blockchain, beyond blockchain, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, DeFi, and Metaverse. So thanks so much for listening, guys, and have a nice one. Bye-bye.